operating costs.
Awesome, awesome. Now you're doing some great things for the veterans and the business community, but let's take you back. You didn't always start out in business, right? So you've had a lot of those dreaded jobs over time, right?
Yeah, I started, obviously we covered that I was a veteran, so I started in the military working in information technology and had to make a decision point because I was married to another service member on who is going to get out to help raise the plethora of children that we have produced. Who is going to be responsible for that? That was me. I quickly walked into multiple kind of IT related jobs, notably some of my favorite. We're helping plan all the technology going into military hospitals across the United States. And how did we get here? So with Empower Employee, I had gone to multiple conferences and I see it on LinkedIn. I was going to say the internet, but I saw it on LinkedIn the other day and then I experienced it myself with the problem of a couple of things. From the veteran perspective, a few things I always hear is I'm unemployed or I'm underemployed.
Mm-hmm.
So I have really cool skills. I don't know how to sell them. I can't translate my skills into corporate English. Same for military spouses. I left the workforce to raise our children. Now I'm trying to re-entering the workforce, and despite the fact that I am basically a single parent and run the household and do everything that is involved from fixing our plumbing to running kids to doctor's appointments to being whatever that is, I don't have the skills needed to re-enter the workforce, which simply isn't true, which leads me to the next problem that we are working on is from corporate America. I have heard and experienced a couple of things. One of them being, well, I have this veteran, he did this interview or she did this interview or they did this interview, however you describe yourself. And I don't understand a single thing they said. So I have no idea whether they're good. We have our own language, right?
Right, right.
And then I had an experience that set me on a tangent. Like I've never been so angry in my life. Like I was so upset. I interviewed like 12 times for this company. I was moving to a new location, typical military spouse and veteran problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I interviewed, and their decision that they put in writing was, we're not going to hire you because you're a military spouse and you're only going to be here for 6 months.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they admitted it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and so I went to this was like 2009, 10, 11, someone there when Facebook Live like just, came out. And I decided to do what I always do, and that was run my mouth. So I ran my mouth to my friends. And it went not as viral as some other people that we know, but it went pretty widespread. Military Spouse Magazine wrote to me, and I wrote an article, and that's kind of how I realized that there was a problem. So in order to bring you all of those problems, I feel like as a veteran, I owe you solutions. And so the best way that I felt like I could serve the military spouse and veteran space was to go to corporate America and say, yo, or excuse me, ma'am, sir, company, I see you have this problem. I can custom build a solution, an education platform or education course that you can deploy from day one, internal to your company. We can make it feel like your company culture. We can train people. We can really tackle this because I don't care if I give you 100 veterans tomorrow. If you can't translate their skills or understand the struggle of what it's like to transition from military life or to be in military life as a spouse and moving all the time and all of those struggles, I'm going to give you 100. 80 of them are going to quit in the first 6 months, and we wasted all this money. Um, so I've been building that out as a company, and that's where Empower Employee comes from. We've been in business this time, and we'll cover the last time this time for 14 months. We have 19 corporate partners. We have traction. We have revenue, and I have helped to date that I'm aware of. So if there are more of you than my official number, don't come for me. I just don't know about you. Email me, let me know. I think we have closer to 185 military spouses and veterans placed in equitable payrolls that are remote. So screw the commute, you get to stay
Yep.
home across the United States. And that's kind of that was a long-winded response, but that's kind of the picture of
Okay.
all of
Well,
it.
tell them how this started and you got rich instantly off of
Not rich.
it.
So, in 2018, I had the same problem and I tried to launch this company by myself and I put myself in $80,000 of debt and caused myself some family problems. I never landed my first customer and then I got divorced. So lots of challenges there. And so between family and debt, like being in business